The depths of terror await us tonight as we journey into the heart of darkness to the infamous old mill. This is not just any ordinary mill. It's a place steeped in antiquity, a location that has seen centuries pass by, known for its eerie ambiance and uncanny phenomena. This mill has been the subject of countless folk legends. Tales of ghostly wails and self-moving shadows have been whispered around campfires, passed down as old as the mill itself. It's a place with an otherworldly aura, a place that has seen time stand still. Tonight we're armed with the most advanced paranormal technology, ready to explore this enigmatic fortress of terror. Our mission is to delve into the unknown, to try and decipher the mysteries this ancient structure holds. The atmosphere here is thick, almost tangible. It feels as if the mill itself breathes the air of the otherworld, an ethereal realm filled with spirits and entities that we can't see but can surely feel. As our brave team begins to set up the equipment, the air seems to grow denser. It's as if the energy of the place is shifting, changing, almost like a tangible wave of anticipation. It's like the mill is aware of our presence, and it's reacting. We can almost feel the vibrations, the subtle changes in the environment that suggest something otherworldly. It's not long before the first signs make themselves known. Within the first hour, our EMF meter, a device used for detecting changes in electromagnetic fields, spikes dramatically, indicating the presence of an entity. The sudden surge in reading sends a chill down our spines. But that's not all. A chilling whisper captured on our highly sensitive audio devices fills the room. It's a voice, a spectral sound that seems to echo from the very walls of this ancient mill. Listen closely, dear viewers. Can you hear it? That faint whisper that seems to reverberate in the silence of the night. It's almost like a plea, a message from the other side. What did you hear? It seems we're not alone in this place. Our lenses then, in a gesture that reaches out to the very fabric of the unexplainable, catch something that borders on the edge of the supernatural. A figure, not entirely human, not entirely tangible, but full of an ethereal presence that sends a chilling brush of cold air down the spine of those who dare to look. An entity, shifting and moving across the expanse of the stone-cold wall. A silhouette that is as mysterious as the night is dark, menacing as an impending storm, yet intriguing in a way that keeps the eyes glued to it. A figure, cloaked in the deepest shades of shadow, making its way across the roughened surface with a speed that treads on the border of impossibility. A speed that seems to scoff at the limitations set by time and space. A speed that seems to mock the very rules of physics that govern our existence. A fleeting, shadowy figure who knows no boundaries, no laws, no constraints. The presence of this figure raises many questions. Is this a mere trick of the light, or a tangible entity? Is the wall its canvas and the dark its ink? Or is it simply the manifestation of our deepest fears? Our darker side that we keep hidden even from our own selves? Perhaps this is the same entity that the locals whisper about in hushed voices, too afraid to speak its name aloud. The same entity that is said to have haunted the old ruins for centuries. The entity that is a subject of countless legends and folklore. A spirit, they say, capable of moving faster than the eye can perceive, akin to a gust of wind, yet leaving a trace of its presence as vivid as a streak of lightning. The camera hovers, frozen in time, capturing this enigmatic figure in its full glory. It is a moment that is surreal, uncanny, and strangely captivating. The figure continues to move, its form blurring and merging with the shadows, its speed breaking all barriers of the comprehensible. Could this inexplicable occurrence indeed be the very spirit the locals fear? The one they've whispered about in the darkest corners of their home? The one they've seen fleeting on the edge of their vision, always too fast, always too elusive, always just out of reach. Could this be that very spirit? As the night progresses, the paranormal activity increases, growing in intensity and frequency. An eerie stillness descends, punctuated by bizarre occurrences that defy logical explanations. The flickering lights, though initially dismissed as faulty wiring, begin to cast sporadic shadows across the room. Their randomness is unsettling, their cause impossible to decipher. They flicker and dance to an inaudible rhythm, painting a disarray of darkness and light on the peeling wallpaper. Objects, too, seem to have a life of their own. They defy the laws of nature, moving without human intervention. An antique vase wobbles on its shelf, while a forgotten book flutters open on a dusty table. Chairs scrape across the wooden floor, pushed by an unseen force. The inexplicable phantom movements seem to echo an energy that's not of this air, thick with tangible tension, carries eerie sounds that chill the marrow. Soft whispers, rustling of unseen fabrics, doors creaking open, and footfalls on the ancient wooden floorboards. Sounds that should belong to the living, yet seem to come from elsewhere. The regular ticking of the old grandfather clock seems to grow louder, the passage of time marking the increasing paranormal activities. The echo of its ticks reverberates, a haunting rhythm in the quiet house. A sudden gust of icy wind sweeps through the room, despite all windows and doors being shut tight. A chill spreads through the space, a spectral presence that lingers in the corners. It's as if the building itself is breathing, living, and being a silent spectator to these strange occurrences. The wallpaper, aged and torn, seems to hold countless within its layers. The faded patterns whisper tales of the past, of those who've roamed these halls in life and perhaps in death. Unsettling as it is, the evidence is undeniable. The old mill isn't just a building, it's an entity, a vessel, a portal that connects the world of the living and the dead. It's a gateway to the other side. With each passing hour, the boundary between reality and the unknown blurs. We've witnessed things tonight that push the boundaries of comprehension. As our team packs up, the profound impression of our recent encounters seems almost tangible, a haunting specter that lingers amidst the dust and echoes of our footsteps. The old mill, this dilapidated monument to a bygone era, stands defiant against time, holding on to its secrets with a grim determination that we cannot help but admire and fear. Within the labyrinthine corridors of this forsaken place, we've stumbled upon chilling evidences of its dark past. Its horrors, revealed to us in fragments, been both mesmerizing and terrifying. Each turn of the mill has whispered stories of long-lost souls, tales that have been etched into its ancient timbers and have now become a part of our collective memories. Our investigations have taken us deep into the bowels of this place, where time seems to have frozen, surrendering to the thick cloud of dread that hangs in the air. We've trodden on age-old that creaked under the weight of our curiosity, echoing their complaints to unseen listeners. We've peered through weathered windows, once clear but now blurred by the patina of time, revealing nothing but the spectral dance of the shadows. We've ventured into rooms where the silence was deafening, yet filled with an inexplicable energy that sent shivers down our spines. We've touched the cold stone walls, feeling the rough texture of forgotten histories under our fingertips. We've smelled the musty scent of decay, an olfactory testament to the relentless passage of time, and yet we've barely scratched the surface. Beneath the veil of dust and cobwebs, an entire lies waiting, a terrifying world that is as fascinating as it is frightening. One that is with spectral whispers and echoes of past lives, of laughter and tears, of love and tragedy. A world that is hidden behind the crumbling walls of the old mill, guarded by the ravages of time. So we beseech you to stay with us. Stay with us as we delve deeper into the abyss, as we continue to uncover the layers of the past, peeling them back one by one to reveal the haunting truth. The journey has just begun, and there's so much more to uncover in our spine-chilling investigations. Remember, fear is only the beginning. It's the initial spark that sends chills down your spine, the primal instinct that warns you of lurking danger. It's the hair at the back of your neck standing up, the rapid thrumming of your heart against your ribcage, the cold sweat that trickles down your forehead. Fear is the shudder in the middle of the night, the gasp when shadows move, the quickened pace when you realize you're alone. Fear is the silence that follows a chilling scream, the thud that echoes through the empty halls, the whispers that seem to permeate the air. It's the eeriness of a quiet forest, the tension before a storm, the mystery that lies in the unknown. Fear is the eyes that watch you from the darkness, the breath you can feel against your skin, the icy fingertips that brush against your neck. Yet fear is not an adversary, but a guide. It's the compass leading you through the wilderness, the beacon drawing you away from danger. It is the survival instinct ingrained in every living creature, the intangible force that propels you to fight or flight. Fear is the alarm before the disaster, the warning before the calamity, the guard against the predators. Ultimately, fear is not the end, but rather the catalyst. It is the beginning of our journey, the starting point of our growth. It's the stimulus that prompts us to question, to explore, to conquer. It's the drive that pushes us to face the unknown, to step into the void, to examine the shadows. Fear, in all its raw and untamed form, forces us to confront our vulnerabilities, to acknowledge our insecurities, to face our ultimate truth. It can be a terrifying experience, but with every step we take, every beast we face, every challenge we overcome, it becomes less daunting, less overpowering. Remember, fear is only the beginning.